Hey guys, I am back. I am Dinosaur for episode 3 of myself playing Final Fantasy VII. And last episode, basically we blew some shit up, fought a boss, and that was it. Now we are back from our mission of blowing shit up to, I guess, just get to our next mission of blowing shit up. You know, feel good about ourselves and all that. I thought that long blackout was strange. Yeah, that's because we blew it up. Unfortunate, but whatever, man. You can deal. There's Johnny. He's kind of like a semi-recurring NPC. We'll see him a few times. But right now he's drunk. Ain't that a surprise? So we're gonna head into the bar, which appears to have some... Shut up, Barrett. It appears to have some kind of old English text. It looks like it might say cooter or gutter bar. None of it really makes sense. There's a little girl who says Papa. Clearly we are not her father, but you know. Is she going to say anything to Cloud? No, she is not. Cloud is a scary gentleman. Look, you could kill yourself on his hair. So, this is our childhood friend, who doesn't have a name yet. We'll be naming her quite soon. Did we fight with Barrett? To be honest, we really didn't. That means that we're mature, because we used to get into fights all the time. So, her name is going to be Tifa. Or Tifa. Tifa just sounds better. Flowers. Well, here's what we could do. We have a flower that we bought from the flower girl. We can give the flower either to the little girl, who we won't really ever see, or we could give it to our childhood friend who clearly has some sort of liking for us, and, you know, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, so Tifa gets the flower. And then she gets all kinds of grand ideas about perhaps filling the store with flowers. Not a good idea. So everyone's here, chilling. We catch Jessie talking to herself about... I guess she's attracted to Cloud. I think I mentioned that. She makes it kind of obvious. Here's Wedge, who says, let's be nice. I'm not a jerk in real life. But he's getting fat from trying all her recipes. But who cares, man? It makes him happy. I mean, I'm fat. Actually, it doesn't make me happy, and I'm trying to lose weight, so whatever. Biggs is happy to start getting hammered. Yeah, I'll have a drink. I believe Cloud's 21. That's cool. He's allowed to drink. So if we talk to everyone... Alright. There's a pinball machine over here. I like pinball, but we can't play it. It looks fairly suspicious, doesn't it? Well, whatever. Here comes Barrett. Barrett is Marlene's father. She's adopted, but that'll come into play later in the game. I'm just throwing spoilers out all over the place. So the mission went great, and it's time to start the meeting. Apparently the pinball machine is an elevator. They just friggin' jump down the hole. We can take the machine down, or we can talk to Tifa. So let's do that. Something to drink? Aw, yeah. Something hard, which means, who knows. I guess she slid the glass to him. It's kind of, you know, you don't actually see it. She was worried about him. He was in Soldier! Oh, what a drifter. So let's go down for the meeting, but she's a little concerned. I wonder. So let's go down the elevator. And the news is on. Today, the #1 reactor was bombed. The terrorist group Avalanche has claimed responsibility for the bombing. It is expected that Avalanche will continue its reign of terror. But citizens of Midgar, there is no need to fear. I have immediately mobilized Soldier to protect our citizenry against this senseless violence. Thank you, and good night. Whatever. We won. You suck. Whatever. You found instructions of how to make a bomb on the computer. That's pretty rad. I'm not gonna look up how to do that. Think I'm a little too uptight? Nah, you seem cool, Wedge. He is a coward at heart. That's kind of depressing. Now, we can't actually talk to Biggs because he's trapped back there behind Barrett, who wants to ask us something. Was there anyone from Soldier finding us? Nope. Why is that? If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Shit, son. He shouldn't go thinking he's so bad just because he was in Soldier. And Biggs is caught in the crossfire there. Bam. I'm sorry, I can't keep yelling it, so... Don't forget your skinny ass is working for Avalanche now. Oh, he touched a nerve. Staying with Shinra? You asked me a question, I answered it. That's all. Although, I have to say that when you have to stand up on your tiptoes to look a guy in the face, you're not very threatening. I'm going upstairs. I want to talk about my money. Yeah, I don't... Not that scary. And now our loyalty is being called into question. Shut up! I don't care about Shinra or Soldier! But uh-oh. He doesn't care about Avalanche. Oh, wait, Avalanche! Or the planet, for that matter. He is not. He is a man on his own. Barrett is pissed and beating the hell out of that punching bag. Biggs is knocked out. No, I didn't want to. Damn it, I don't want to talk to the TV. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, President. I don't care. I read this already. I wanted to talk to Jessie. Not Tifa. Damn it. There we go. Money. It must have been for a lot of it. Sure. Well, what the hell? It's a verbal agreement. Now let me figure this out. Well, maybe you should stop talking out loud to yourself, says the man sitting in his basement playing a video game and talking into a microphone. Cloud, you just want friends. Isn't that right? And there's no real positive option here. We can say blow off or I really don't care. Let's go with the foolhardy response, and you look kind of lonely to me. If you ever got anything you want to get off your chest, you can always talk to me. See, Wedge is a cool dude. He's kind of like me. I'm not that round, but I am kind of chunky. So upstairs we go, and we're getting the hell out of here. Let's blow this Humpty Bumpty. And wait, the machine went down again. Listen, Cloud, I'm asking you, please join us. That wasn't a question. It was a request. So, this is pretty, you know, there's a lot of hippie sentiment here, but it's valid. They want to save the planet. It's got nothing to do with Cloud. And here comes the guilt bomb. You're just gonna walk right out ignoring your childhood friend? Low blow. But let's apologize. You forgot the promise, too. Promise? Well, that means yes. Yes, he did. And I forgot to move my mouse, so if the screen went black, I apologize. Gotta remember to do that. I need to put like a sticky note on my monitor telling me, hey, move the mouse, dumbass. Now that is a nice night sky. Look, it's the well. Do you remember? Yeah, sure. Back then, totally. Okay, there you go. He does actually remember. He's not just lying. So there's Little Cloud. His hair's still spiky, and his feet are gigantic. And here comes Tifa. I think they're both supposed to be like 14 here. Her too. They both have huge feet. So this is kind of a flashback. They're talking about the promise that they made all those years ago. Cloud is going to leave for Midgar. But he's different from all of them. He's not just going to find a job. Oh, by the way, this is something interesting to note. If you look closely, you can see that his eyes are brown here. Look, he's got a ponytail. But if you look when we, come back to present time in his current age, his eyes are no longer brown. They're this kind of greenish, bluish jade color. That's actually somewhat important. And it's a nice little note that, they kept track of this stuff. I didn't even notice it until now, and I played this game a lot. So Tifa wants to know if it's hard to join Soldier. And he dodges the question. So, good job, I guess. You're pro. Will you be in the newspapers if you do well? Maybe? What does that even mean? Like, if you get in, will they write a newspaper article about it? If you get really famous and I'm ever in a bind, you come save me, alright? What? Whenever I'm in trouble, my hero will come and rescue me. I want to at least experience that once. What? Come on, promise me. Alright, I promise. Whatever, it's not like that's ever really gonna happen, right guys? Wink wink, nudge nudge. And a shooting star seals the deal. So flashback over. You remember now, don't you? Our promise? Yes, I just completely relived it. Not a hero, and I'm not famous. I can't keep the promise. But you got your childhood dream, didn't you? You joined Soldier! So come on, you gotta keep your promise. And here comes Barrett climbing up the elevator. Wait a sec. A promise is a promise. Here. Money. So we got 1,500 gil for that. That's a respectable amount. But that's not enough for Cloud. That means that he wants to get paid again. I'll do it for 3,000. So he wants a 100% increase on what he got paid this time. Barrett is not happy about that. But the money is for Marlene's schooling. 2,000. And I guess Tifa just said yes for him. So this little ditty plays, and that's the hey, you slept. Good morning. I hope you feel rested and relaxed. And we get this music, which is actually Barrett's theme. You don't hear it very much in the game. Maybe once or 2 or 3 times, but to be honest, not a lot. The last theme we heard was Tifa's, and I have a really cool remix of that theme that I might put down in the sidebar, or in the info, that is. So, what did he have to say? Tifa says, "Good morning, Cloud. Did you sleep well?" And we can say, "Barrett's snoring kept me up," or "Next to you, who wouldn't?" I like being smooth. I mean, that's me. I'm a smooth operator, so. And she says, "I don't know what you mean." Just went whoosh over her head. And she says, "I'm going this time," which means she's coming with us on the mission. So who's going to watch the bar? The, I believe, 7-year-old girl is going to run the bar. That, yeah. I froze for a second there. I like, actually my brain just stopped working at the implications of that. So Barrett says, our target's the Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. So we're gonna be going to the train. And he also says, yo, for the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use materia. Now, if you'll remember, we actually found a materia on the mission, which is what Barrett is referring to here. And I'm not going to explain, like, I will explain it, I'm not going to go through the tutorial because it takes a long time. So, Barrett says he'll ask Jesse later. So, that's actually a nice little thing where it's like, oh, well, you know, it'll be taken care of later. So now we can access the materia system, which I'll get to in this video. Not quite yet. But we have to go see the weapon shop owner. Marlene, watch the store while we're gone. Alright, good luck. I don't get it. Whatever. But if we open up our menu, we now have 3 members. Hooray! Only 3 members allowed in battle at any time. Sometimes you will be restricted. But first, we're going to go see the weapon shop guys. This is actually called Beginner's Hall. He'll forget about it. Oh, you! Oh, you. Get my friend on the 2nd floor to teach you. Okay. So Beginner's Hall is where there's tons of tutorials for anyone that hasn't played the game ever, or just needs some refreshers. So we can buy some junk here. Down here, I'm pointing to the screen, like you guys can see it. But down at the bottom, you can see the numbers there. A is attack, D is defense, and we can buy some iron bangles, and it will help everyone improve, and it has a slot for materia, unlike the bronze bangles that everyone has equipped. So if we grab those, everyone gets an iron bangle to improve their defense. Then we can sell back the old bronze bangles to make some money. Shut up. So instead of buy, we go to sell, and boom. I'm also going to sell this ether, because I will not have an occasion to use it ever. And they're worth a lot of money. That's good. So if we hit up the 2nd floor, we get a hopping save point. And if we go here, we get an all materia, which is amazing. When I get to materia, I will explain it. And this guy says, hey, you got one right off. I don't know what he means by that. That was materia. Next, take this treasure chest. And treasure falls from the sky. When we open up, we get another ether. Now listen. Hidden in these treasure chests are a lot of items. This looks a little more like a treasure chest, unlike that goldish, boxish thing that we saw last time. There are box types and bag types, so make sure you don't overlook any. Gotcha, bro. We talk to this guy. He says, this is Beginner's Hall. You say you're a beginner, but your eyes say you're not. Ooh. Well, Cloud was in Soldier! And this is actually kind of cool. I like how they do this, because it's saying, like, you're a Beginner's Hall, but Cloud's not a beginner. So, it's actually Cloud explaining to the other beginners everything. I'm not going to show off anything, because I know what I'm doing. And there's a save point there. And these guys, if you talk to them, it's more the same. They're flexing and junk. And if you talk to these kids, you get an explanation about limit breaks, which I explained already. So, we're going to head out of here. I did want to show it off and get the items though. Also, if we take this ladder up, you can find an inn. Also, if you push select, as you can see there's a finger above Cloud's head, which helps you locate him, which is good in really, really wide open areas. And the red arrows indicate doors, while the green ones indicate ladders. It's actually pretty handy, but it's kind of jarring, so I don't like to leave it on. If we go in here, we find the materia shop with the guy just talking to himself. This keeps up the stores going under. Can't sell any really good medicine in a slum like this. Yes, I am a customer. Yes, welcome. We sell, we buy. Now, I'm going to... It's also an item shop. Now, we found a restore materia, but it's very, very important to have more than one of these. They are your main means of healing, because items kind of suck. As for lightning and fire, and ice, actually, we have a lightning, we have an ice, we have no fire. So, we want at least one of each. Personally, I like to have 2 of each, but it's kind of a lot. So I'm going to buy another lightning. You know what? I'll buy one of everything. Or another of everything. If I sell off the ether, I now have enough to buy another fire. And now we have 2 of each materia. So let me show this off. Materia is the means of magic. It's how you cast magic, and all equipment has a set amount of materia slots. Some have none, some have 2, some have 3, you can have up to 8, and some of them are linked. Now if you take a linked one, such as in Cloud's Buster Sword, I have lightning in there, but I'm going to remove the lightning and put restore. Restore materia is cure, and if I link it with an all materia, he can now cast restore magic on everyone at the same time, rather than having to cast it on one person. Amazing. And also you can see underneath that it does have some effects on your stats. Having the fire equipped, -1 strength, +1 magic, -2% max HP, +2% max MP. There are different colors of materia. Green, and that's supposed to be purple, but it looks kind of blue to me if that's what we have right now. Green is just straight up magic, and blue is support. Yeah, support. Now Barrett will get one of each element. As for Tifa, well, she doesn't actually have enough to equip everything yet, because her equipment's kinda lackluster. So now, we're ready to leave town and get started on our next mission. We head up here, everyone that's going to take the train is just chilling, and then they all run off. Actually, we can talk to these guys, I guess. Johnny's leaving. He's going far away, but when he comes back, he'll be a better man. Hey, childhood friend, you better take good care of Tifa. And we're gonna head out. Actually, you know what? I know that was kind of a boring episode, but I think I'm going to save and cut it here. So, I learned that... Look, you can see it in the character portrait too. I pointed again. I'm such a dumbass. If you look at Cloud's eyes, they're kind of like emerald color. Barrett apparently doesn't have pupils, and Tifa looks fairly normal. So in this episode, I just kinda advanced the story a little. Yeah, that's about right. Next episode, we're going on another mission. We're going to blow up the number 5 reactor this time, and the explosion's going to be even bigger. There were absolutely no battles this episode, and I apologize, but next time we'll get back to some action. It's a very story-based game, so there might be some episodes where it's just tons of exposition. Next time, exposition. Also battles. Bye-bye.